Okay. You know, I'm not certain that my vast audience realizes what a beginner I am at this. I found out today that in OBS, if you're not very careful, you can set it up so that you hit the space bar, you stop recording. When you hit the space bar again, and you start recording, and so on. Spacebar becomes this on-off switch for the recording. I didn't know that. So I was bumping that spacebar. And let's just say that the word spacebar right now has multiple meanings. I wish I was in space at a bar. Anyway, here's our little P-36 model. And as you may be able to see, I have installed some aerials in it. And I'm going to see what I can do here with this. With my limited tools, my limited technology. I'm going to see what I can do here to explain what I did. We'll see. Now, what you do is you drill a hole here, over here, and up here through the tail. Little bitty hole right there. And you run some of the easy line. I have a spool of this, which I keep saying I'm going to use to rig some biplanes, but I never do it. Anyway, I think I've had that spool about, it looks like I've had it about 20 years. That's probably about right. Anyway, what you do is you put a little bit of super glue in one of these holes after you've run the easy line through it, and you wait till that sets. Then you trim it, touch it up with a little silver paint. I use the Citadel Mithril Silver from the olden days. I don't know if they still make it. They tell me it's not made anymore. Why not? Discontinue everything. Yay! So, anyway, you run it through here. You run it through here. You don't need a needle or anything. You just run it through like threading a needle. Down through here. Pull it through this hole. Then I take my old buddy a pair of reverse action tweezers. And I get a hold of this. And it holds it taut. Put a little bit of super glue in up here. Just a tiny bit on the end of the the toothpick. I spent so much time on British modeling forums, I swear to God, I'm tempted to call this a cocktail stick. It's not a stick. And what it has to do with cocktails, I'm afraid to ask. But if you've had enough, if you swallowed the stick, that's for sure. Now, you run this thing through the tailbone over here to the wing bone. Put a couple of drops of super glue. Well, put a drop of super glue here from the tip of your toothpick so you don't get too much. Then comes step 2. For this, you need some stretch sprue. Now, I made a video, a short of stretching the sprue. So if you look on my channel, you find the short. It'll show me doing that. And then you take that piece of stretch sprue, and what you do with it is you've got to locate where this hole should be, come on. You want to find where this hole should be. I'm going to drill a little tiny hole in there using a little tiny drill bit. And I'm going to show you this little tiny drill bit. You never know. I might get lucky. I think I've discovered the reverse psychology that's required here. I've got to convince the machine that I want it to focus on this thing. Then it'll focus on this. Okay. You need the smallest drill bit you can just about get, okay, at a hobby supply. You drill a hole, you stick one end of the stretch sprue in there, and you let it just kind of droop over this easy line, and then put a little drop of our old buddy Tester's canopy cement, or if you don't have any of that, you can use white glue, I guess. The canopy cement is just great. Then what you do is you let it all just set good and hard, and then what happens? That's right, you make a video. You get some scissors, and you're going to cut the end of this off, because it's just, as you can see, it's hanging over the easy line. I'm going to cut that off. There we are. Voila. I'm going to go over here, underneath here. What did I say earlier? Oh, I don't need to do it. All I need to do is just threaden it now. We got this machine trained. Bam. Clip that off there, and we've got a beautiful, wonderful, rigged up aerial system from the 1930s. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I learned something today. I learned several things today. Most important thing I learned is that when you click on that start recording button in OBS, you better move your mouse somewhere else and click on it so that we're, focused on a different focus thing. Okay. I have a number of tools I've used here, and I think I'll put a link in the description. Associate link from Amazon, just for fun. I might put 2 or 3 of them in there. I don't know. In the meantime, I've been using this little thing to kind of make it easier to move the plane around, but you can't see the aerials with that in the way. So that's how it is. That's what happened there. It don't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad, all things considered. All right, we'll see you next time.